Hey Raiders fans, we're back with an exclusive video and the latest updates on our beloved Las Vegas Raiders. Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. That way, you'll always stay up to date with breaking news and exclusive content. The NFL offseason has been buzzing with rumors and surprising moves, but none has caused quite the stir like the recent whispers surrounding Patrick SURTAIN the Sound. Word on the street is that the Las Vegas Raiders are closing in on a major deal with the standout cornerback, effectively throwing a major curveball at the Denver Broncos, who were long considered the frontrunners for his signature. This potential acquisition by the Raiders could reshape the defensive landscape of the AFC West, a division already packed with fierce competition and high stakes. SURTAIN, known for his lockdown coverage skills and game-changing interceptions, has been one of the most coveted defensive players in recent years. His presence on any roster immediately elevates the secondary and demands respect from opposing offenses. Rumors are swirling that the Raiders have made an offer so enticing that it might just pull SURTAIN away from Denver, despite the Broncos' prior negotiations and deep desire to retain him. Sources close to the situation suggest that this isn't just speculation, but a serious strategic move by the Raiders front office, aiming to strengthen their defense with a proven elite talent. The news, if confirmed, could spark a significant shift in power within the division, as well as ripple effects across the league in terms of defensive strategies and rivalries. Fans and analysts alike are eagerly watching the situation unfold, speculating on the final outcome and what it means for both franchises moving forward. The Raiders securing SURTAIN would mark a bold statement of intent and might very well change the trajectory of their upcoming season. Meanwhile, Broncos supporters are left anxiously hoping for a last-minute turnaround or a trade that could keep their star cornerback in Denver. The tension and excitement around this possible signing have turned the NFL offseason into a captivating chess match, with every move scrutinized and every rumor dissected for hidden clues. As the saga continues, one thing is certain: the battle for Patrick SURTAIN II's service is heating up, and it's anyone's guess who will come out on top. In the midst of this swirling drama, the Raiders appear to be playing their cards with precision and confidence. The front office, led by a team known for its aggressive approach to building talent, seems fully committed to landing SURTAIN and reshaping their defensive identity. Sources indicate that the Raiders' offer includes not just a lucrative contract, but also assurances about their defensive scheme and how SURTAIN's role will be pivotal in their plans. This strategic pitch might be the key factor swaying the cornerback, who reportedly values both financial rewards and the opportunity to be a cornerstone of a team's defense. For the Raiders, this move is more than just signing a star player. It's about sending a message to the entire league and their division rivals. Denver, of course, is not standing still. The Broncos camp is reportedly scrambling to respond, exploring every possible avenue to keep SURTAIN in their fold or at least minimize the fallout. This tug-of-war between the two AFC West teams highlights how high the stakes are and how every detail matters in these negotiations. Fans of both teams are caught in the whirlwind of excitement and uncertainty, with social media exploding with debates, hopes, and predictions. If the Raiders manage to finalize the deal, it could very well be one of the biggest off-season moves, turning heads and setting the stage for intense showdowns on the field. Conversely, if the Broncos manage to outmaneuver their rivals, the drama will only escalate, adding more fuel to this off-season fire. Either way, the outcome will be a defining moment for both franchises and a storyline that will dominate the NFL narrative as the season approaches. This potential signing underscores the ruthlessness and complexity of NFL free agency, where every decision reverberates far beyond the contract itself. As the Raiders inch closer to securing SURTAIN, the anticipation builds, and the football world watches with bated breath to see how this high-stakes saga will conclude. The Raiders' interest in Patrick SURTAIN II is not just a fleeting rumor. It is backed by a series of strategic moves that suggest a deep commitment to upgrading their secondary. Known for his exceptional instincts, physicality, and ability to lock down elite receivers, SURTAIN represents a generational talent at cornerback. If the Raiders succeed, they would not only weaken a direct rival, but also gain a player capable of turning the tide in critical defensive moments. Sources hint that the Raiders have been working behind the scenes for weeks, carefully crafting an offer that balances financial incentives with long-term team-building goals. This rumored deal reportedly includes performance incentives, leadership roles, and guaranteed money that could make it hard for other teams to compete. On the flip side, the Broncos, who once seemed the natural landing spot for SURTAIN, now find themselves on the defensive, forced to reconsider their strategies and potentially explore backup plans. Insiders speculate that this battle over SURTAIN might have wider implications, influencing how other free agents view their potential destinations and how teams prioritize their cap space and roster construction. The Raiders' aggressive approach to this signing fits into a larger pattern of bold off-season decisions, aimed at turning their franchise into a legitimate contender. It also raises questions about the Broncos' future plans and whether they will double down on developing younger talent or pursue other established stars. The intrigue surrounding this saga is palpable, with analysts weighing the pros and cons for both sides and fans engaging in passionate debates about what the final outcome might mean. The possibility of SURTAIN donning the silver and black has energized the Raiders fan base and added a new layer of anticipation to the upcoming NFL season. Meanwhile, the Broncos camp is bracing for the fallout and searching for ways to maintain their defensive prowess despite this potential loss. The ongoing tug-of-war over one of the league's best defensive backs exemplifies the high drama and intense competition that defines NFL free agency. As the story continues to develop, the football world remains captivated by every detail, every leak, and every strategic move in this high-stakes game of roster chess. As the rumors continue to spread, some insiders suggest that Patrick Surtain, Siggy's decision may hinge not only on money, but on the opportunity to be a true difference maker in a defense hungry for identity. The Raiders' promise of a leading role, combined with their aggressive vision for the team's future, might be what sets them apart from the Broncos, who, despite their efforts, seem to be playing catch-up in this battle. Discussions within league circles hint that SURTAIN is weighing the chance to be a cornerstone in a rebuilding project versus staying with a familiar team that might not offer the same degree of influence or guarantee of success. The Raiders' pitch reportedly includes a commitment to defensive innovation and leadership opportunities, factors that appeal to players seeking to leave a lasting legacy. Meanwhile, the Broncos, faced with the prospect of losing one of their best defenders, are rumored to be considering alternative moves, perhaps targeting other free agents or doubling down on their draft strategy. The dynamics of this negotiation reveal much about the shifting priorities in the NFL, where player empowerment and team vision play increasingly significant roles. Fans are eager to see if SURTAIN will become the face of a new defensive era in Las Vegas, or if the Broncos will manage to retain their prized asset through a last-minute counteroffer. This saga underscores how free agency has evolved beyond simple transactions, becoming a complex interplay of ambition, strategy, and personal choice. The Raiders' aggressive pursuit of SURTAIN could mark the beginning of a new chapter, signaling their readiness to compete at the highest level. For the Broncos, the stakes have never been higher, as they try to maintain their competitiveness while navigating the uncertainties of the offseason. This unfolding drama continues to captivate the NFL community, fueling debates, speculation, and excitement as the league edges closer to the start of the season. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on our Las Vegas Raiders. And don't be shy, drop your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Speculation also surrounds how Patrick Surtain II's potential move to the Raiders might impact the team's defensive scheme and overall performance. Analysts suggest that Surtain's presence could allow the Raiders to adopt more aggressive coverage strategies, freeing up linebackers and safeties to make plays closer to the line of scrimmage. This could lead to a more versatile and dynamic defense, capable of adjusting on the fly to various offensive threats. If the rumored signing materializes, the Raiders might also see an improvement in their ability to defend against top-tier receivers, a factor that has often challenged them in recent seasons. Some insiders argue that Surtain's leadership qualities and football IQ will bring intangible benefits to the locker room, helping to mentor younger players and foster a winning culture. On the other hand, the Broncos' defense, which has relied heavily on SURTAIN's coverage skills, would face a significant void. This could prompt a shift in their defensive philosophy or trigger a flurry of other roster moves as they try to compensate for his departure. The ripple effects of this move would extend beyond the Raiders and Broncos as other AFC West teams watch closely, preparing to adjust their own strategies in response. The anticipation of these potential changes has sparked endless debate among experts and fans, with many pondering how one player can influence an entire division's competitive balance. The Raiders' front office is likely considering this factors carefully, aiming to maximize SURTAIN's impact while integrating him seamlessly into their system. Meanwhile, the Broncos are under pressure to act swiftly, either to retain their star or to pivot their plans effectively. This evolving situation highlights the strategic depth of NFL team building and the importance of key personnel decisions. The ongoing narrative about SURTAIN's future continues to energize off-season discussions and fuels anticipation for the upcoming battles on the field. Rumors also suggest that the Raiders' pursuit of Patrick SURTAIN II might be part of a broader strategy to reinvent their defense and challenge the dominance of the Broncos in the AFC West. The Broncos have long been seen as the division's defensive benchmark, but the Raiders seem determined to disrupt that status quo by adding marquee talents like SURTAIN. This could mark a shift in the balance of power and signal the Raiders' intent to become the new defensive powerhouse in the division. According to sources, the Raiders' management is keen on building a defense that can consistently pressure quarterbacks and shut down elite receivers, with SURTAIN as a critical piece of that puzzle. This approach might extend beyond just SURTAIN, involving other potential signings or draft picks aimed at creating a more formidable unit. The Broncos, aware of this encroaching threat, are reportedly intensifying their own efforts to maintain their defensive edge. The rivalry between these two teams could reach new heights if the Raiders successfully land SURTAIN, setting the stage for intense divisional showdowns. Fans are already speculating about how these battles will unfold and what the implications could be for playoff positioning. The potential ripple effects might also influence other AFC teams, who may need to adapt their game plans to counter the newly reinforced Raiders' defense. This rumored move by the Raiders is seen as a bold statement reflecting a broader trend of aggressive roster building in the NFL. As the offseason drama unfolds, all eyes remain on SURTAIN's decision, which could redefine the narrative for both franchises and reshape the AFC West landscape in the process. In addition to the on-field implications, the rumored signing of Patrick SURTAIN II by the Raiders carries significant off-field and marketing potential. SURTAIN, known for his charismatic personality and leadership qualities, could become a fan favorite in Las Vegas, boosting the team's profile and engaging the local community. This move might also attract more attention from media and sponsors, eager to associate with a franchise making bold and exciting moves. The Raiders, a team already known for their passionate fan base and unique culture, could leverage SURTAIN's presence to strengthen their brand and expand their reach. Conversely, the Broncos could face challenges in maintaining their momentum and fan enthusiasm if they lose such a high-profile player. This dynamic adds another layer of complexity to the negotiations, as player branding and marketability have become increasingly important factors in contract discussions. The potential for SURTAIN to be a face of the franchise in Las Vegas might influence his decision as much as financial terms or playing opportunities. This intersection of sports performance and entertainment value reflects the evolving nature of professional sports, where players often serve as ambassadors for their teams and communities. The Raiders' pursuit of SURTAIN, therefore, is not just about football, but also about shaping the team's identity and future both on and off the field. This rumored deal has sparked lively discussions among fans, sports analysts, and marketing experts, all weighing in on what it could mean for the Raiders' trajectory. The anticipation surrounding this potential signing encapsulates the multifaceted nature of modern sports, blending athletic excellence with cultural impact. As the story unfolds, the implications extend well beyond the gridiron, highlighting the complex interplay between sports, business, and fandom. Finally, the buzz around Patrick Surtain II and the Raiders has generated a wave of excitement and speculation about the NFL's future defensive stars and off-season trends. This potential signing is seen by many as a bellwether for how teams will aggressively pursue elite defensive talent to reshape their fortunes. The Raiders' rumored success in landing Surtain could inspire other franchises to make similarly bold moves, signaling a shift toward prioritizing defense in a league often dominated by offensive firepower. The story also raises questions about player loyalty, team culture, and the influence of front office strategies on roster decisions. As the NFL continues to evolve, the interplay between player preferences and organizational visions becomes ever more critical. Surtain's situation exemplifies the complexities players face when balancing career goals, financial considerations, and personal values. The Raiders' apparent determination to secure him suggests a readiness to compete at the highest level and a willingness to invest in building a championship-caliber team. For the Broncos, this saga is a test of resilience and adaptability as they navigate the uncertainties of free agency and team development. The drama around Surtain's possible move highlights the unpredictable and thrilling nature of NFL off-seasons, where every decision can reverberate across the league. Fans and analysts alike are left eager to see how this story resolves and what it foreshadows for the NFL's competitive landscape in the seasons to come. This ongoing narrative serves as a reminder of why the offseason can be just as captivating as the games themselves, full of intrigue, ambition, and the quest for greatness. The anticipation surrounding Patrick Surtain II and the Raiders promises to be a defining storyline that will capture the imagination of football enthusiasts everywhere. Shifting into the next phase of this unfolding saga, the speculation intensifies about what Patrick Surtain II's arrival could mean for the Raiders' defensive backfield and the broader AFC West division dynamics. Insiders hint that the Raiders envision Surtain not only as a shutdown corner, but also as a leader who can elevate the play of the entire secondary. This includes mentoring younger players, setting high standards in practice, and contributing to game plans that maximize defensive versatility. And the impact of Surtain joining the Raiders might extend to altering the team's draft priorities, as they might focus more on supporting cast pieces that complement his strengths. Meanwhile, the Broncos, now in a reactive position, may accelerate their own defensive acquisitions to counterbalance the potential loss. There's chatter that this rivalry could escalate in intensity as a result, with both teams leveraging the media spotlight and fan passion to gain psychological advantages ahead of the regular season. Some analysts speculate that if Surtain officially signs with the Raiders, it could mark the beginning of a new era in the AFC West, shifting the power balance and forcing other teams in the division to rethink their strategies. The ripple effects may also influence coaching decisions, defensive schemes, and player development plans across the league. As the rumors solidify into what might become reality, the anticipation builds not just for the signing itself, but for the on-field battles and storylines it will create. This potential acquisition embodies the high-stakes drama that makes NFL free agency a thrilling spectacle, blending strategic foresight with player ambition. The conversation surrounding Surtain and the Raiders continues to captivate football fans, promising a new chapter filled with intensity, rivalry, and high expectations. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our Las Vegas Raiders, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.